Hey everyone, welcome back to City Beats. I'm your host Tatiana Taylor, and I am here with Miss Angel Kelly.
Hi,
How are you doing?
very good, very good. Thank
Good.
you for having me.
Well, I appreciate you being here today. And so, basically, what we're going to talk about is the adult film industry. So, I understand that you've been in this industry for quite some time now.
Yes, absolutely. I retired in 1991 and I began in the industry in 1985.
Okay. So, what was it that made you want to enter into the adult film industry?
Well, I used to be an exotic dancer
Hmm.
before I came into the business, and
Okay.
I used to see a lot of featured artists on stage that got paid the big bucks. And I always
Right.
wanted to get paid the big bucks, not just a scheduled dancer.
Hmm.
And but those ladies, they were featured in centerfold magazines,
Hmm.
and they were also featured in adult movies.
Wow.
And I thought, well, if that's all I have to do, it just it seemed way too simple because dancing was all about entertaining.
Right.
It was
Right.
all about entertaining,
Right.
and actually, the adult films is something like that, entertainment, right?
Wow. Well, that's, not too many people that I personally know of might want to get into the adult industry film. But tell me a little bit about like how should someone get started? If maybe if they're not a dancer, how will one get involved in the adult film industry? Like who do they need to talk to?
Well, on my MySpace page,
Hmm.
I quite frequently have a lot of artists, a lot of fans
Hmm.
that haven't ever communicated with me have that very same question. How do I get into the business? How do I
Hmm.
make movies? The best thing for myself, as I spoke on when I was a dancer, I
Hmm.
had to move to California, first
Okay.
off.
Okay. Okay.
Back then, at that period of time, it was a very huge industry out in
Okay.
California. All
Okay.
of the major companies are still out there, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
So you need to be nearby. Of course, once you become big and famous, you can live anywhere, and they fly you in just to shoot a
Right.
movie.
Okay.
Um, but you need to be nearby. Uh, I also had shot some magazine centerfolds,
Okay.
and that put my face out there and got me a lot of recognition.
Wow. Okay.
Um, and so from that, and believe it or not, the other thing is a who you know game. It
I
is a who you know
understand.
game. Music industry, making, straight
Exactly.
movies, it's who
Yeah,
you know. It really is.
it is.
Um, on top of putting yourself out there, and I don't mean on a street corner, I mean to like the magazines,
Mhm.
so people can see
Right.
who you are. And it was for the outside, how your face
Mhm.
sells box covers. That's the best way that I can
Right. Well,
explain.
that sounds pretty glamorous. The way you describe that. Are there any scares or anything that people need to watch out for as far as being in this industry?
um, Gosh, in any industry, you can't
Yeah.
just say it's this, that, or the other.
Yeah.
But when a lady sets out to get into the business, one thing that they have that's wonderful now that they
Mhm.
did not have when I was in the business, because when I was in the business, it was legal to have the videos out, but
Mhm.
it was illegal to shoot them, if you can
Oh.
believe it.
Oh.
And
Okay.
right now, they can get paperwork where they
Mhm.
have permission to shoot adult videos, you
Oh.
know?
Okay.
So they also have testing. Very, 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 very important. And this was something I did with a group of the big adult film ladies back in
Mhm.
the day, Nina Hartley, Seika, as we had a group called the Pink Ladies Social Club. And
Okay.
we tried to inform a lot of the ladies about health issues,
Mhm.
proper ways to keep yourself healthy,
Right.
clean at all times, to
Okay.
know about your partner that you're having sex with,
Right.
and testing. Very, very important.
How often do you all test for this?
At that time,
Yes.
or you're talking when I was in the business or now?
Well,
Because now it's a little bit different. They require you must have that little card in order to
mhm.
make a movie. You
Okay.
cannot just get in there and be hired for a movie
So it's
at
pretty
all.
much however how often you have a movie that's you have to have testing before.
Um, the way it goes now,
Mhm.
I think you have the card that says that you've been HIV tested. I don't know if
Okay.
it's like every 6 months that you have to
Oh,
get
okay.
tested,
Okay.
but certain stars, whether it be male or female, if they are the star of the movie, I notice now, they require to have some of the folks that they work with
Mhm.
be tested, which I don't
Okay.
think there's anything wrong with
Right.
that.
That's really good.